Assuming a new reality. It's not hard. It is true, and there's power to following that spiritual principle. The law of assumption is real, but it's more of a law of your consciousness, okay? Your consciousness has the ability to bring in and draw in what it needs, magnetize, so to speak. And, if you're plugged in, if your vibration is raised, if you are doing the work, if you are tapped into yourself, as some people say, then you will see the way. But, however, if you allow distractions out in this world to mess with you, then you'll be more distracted than anything. Now, it starts with assuming, it starts in consciousness, so that is true, okay? It starts with your level of awareness and all that. But ultimately, it leads to the physical. And whatever action you need to take, whatever little bit of doing you need to do, it's not going to be hard once your consciousness is already there, once your energy field is aligned. So, when your energy field is aligned, then, it's not hard. So, yeah, there's distractions out here, and there's a lot going on, and there's stuff going on in the world. There's drama, there's chaos, there's all these things. There's a lot of low vibrational, low frequency stuff going on with other people's consciousness and stuff. That's just how the world is. But you can unplug, so to speak, as they say, from the matrix, and you can go to a different matrix. It's not that you're unplugging 100% from the matrix, because we are in an infinite field of a matrix known as consciousness, awareness, the infinite field of intelligence. Point is, you just have to be aligned with yourself. You have to be 100% aligned, and then you just have to relax and be peaceful and be in a state of neutrality and peace and just calmness as you are imagining in your consciousness, as you are assuming your new reality, as you are taking the necessary action, the neutral action, the easy action. Because a lot of the action that we have to take, or the few little things that we have to do, it's pretty easy, okay? I mentioned this in the last video, and that in and of itself should motivate you. Now, some people take the hard route. You don't have to. You don't have to take the hard route. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to bust your ass. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is be aligned with yourself and in your consciousness and within your frequency, and you will find the way. You will have dreams, you will have epiphanies, you will have intuitive downloads, you will have premonitions, all that. Okay, all that comes with being aligned with your consciousness. And so it's a beautiful thing when you don't let the world distract you, because the world is a huge distraction, and things will still come at you. It's not like when you raise your vibration, all the negativity in the world goes away and, everything just becomes hunky-dory, sunshine and rainbows. No, things still happen and challenges still come, but it's easier, and you can make the choice to not make it harder by just being aligned in your own frequency. You can find the easier path when you're aligned with yourself, or you can find the path of least resistance when you are aligned with yourself, your frequency, your consciousness. That's what it's all about. But you have to be willing to get to know yourself, be willing to do the work of going within yourself and seeing what it is that you need to do as far as who you are as a being, because we're not all the same down here, okay? We're not all the same type of being down here. Some of us are supposed to be on a higher frequency, and some people are supposed to be on a lower frequency. Some people can't access a higher frequency. It just is what it is, okay? And you got to get to know yourself. Find out what kind of being you are. Find out what type of consciousness being you are. What realm do you come from within the universe? Okay? Because the infinite field of intelligence has no end. It's just an infinite pattern, but you come from a certain sector within that pattern. You just got to find out where, and you got to plug back into that home frequency of yours, where your family is, so to speak. And but yeah, creating and assuming a new reality doesn't have to be hard. You just have to be plugged into yourself, and you will find the way to get there. The path of least resistance. Peace.